We start today with an incredible revelation. Joe Biden is an old guy. He's elderly. He admits it. And what I want to do today is to compare and contrast what's going on with Joe Biden, meaning he continues living and thus is older every day. And when that happens, eventually you're old. And on the other hand, just the last 24 hours of headlines coming from the modern Republican Party, from the Trump campaign. And if this contrast doesn't make you feel something about the difference between the competing platforms and values that are at stake, if after listening to what I'm going to tell you here, you are going to go to this, they're just kind of the same, Trump and Biden, it really doesn't make a difference who wins, then maybe you're not reachable. That's the message I have for you today. So on the one hand, on the right, we continue to hear about how Joe Biden is old. He's not exciting. He's not high energy. Who's really in charge? And when it comes to policy, Republicans saying the border, the border, the border, yet they are not really able to articulate what exactly changed in terms of policy under Biden, what exactly would be different under Trump that would solve the immigration problem at a higher level. Mass deportations won't really change or solve why people are coming here, and overstayed visas and no DACA permanent status. Okay, so from the right, what we hear about the left is Biden's old, he's confused, he's disoriented, the border. Here are just the last 24 hours from MAGA Trump Republican land. And again, this is just a tiny piece of what's going on. In the last day or two, Trump is now claiming presidential immunity in a case where he paid off porn star Stormy Daniels. This is not about national security. This is not about Trump's role deploying troops around the world to keep us safe, and thus he should be have the benefit of presidential immunity. This is the hush money case where he paid off a porn star that he had sex with. He wants presidential immunity. Ex-Trump employee Brian Butler says that anyone could access the areas of Mar-a-Lago where Trump was keeping those classified documents. We're going to see video of Brian Butler being interviewed on CNN later. Blockbuster story, criminality evident here. This is a disaster for Trump's forthcoming criminal trial on the classified documents. We learned this in the last 24 hours. And the other things that Brian Butler said, absolutely stunning about the total lack of care, both in terms of Trump yapping and Trump showing documents at Mar-a-Lago. Again, news over the last 24 hours. Contrast is Biden's old. All right. Hungarian leader Viktor Orban, who recently met with Trump, Orban's a horrifying authoritarian, says that Trump told him, if I become president, I'll end the Russia-Ukraine war by not giving Ukraine a penny, a single penny, meaning the way Trump will end that war. He told us if I become president, it would be over in 24 hours. The way it would end is that Russia just takes everything because, according to Orban, Trump told him, if I win, Ukraine doesn't get another penny from the United States. That alone is a scandal. This is just the last 24 hours, and it's scandal number 3 of 5 that I'm going to tell you today. Number 4, Trump appears to have defamed E. Jean Carroll again, one day after posting a $91 million bond. He's already had a judgment against him. He was found civilly liable of raping her, defamed her, ordered to pay $80 million, and he appears to have defamed her again. They may sue again. This happened on a CNBC interview, which we will look at a little bit later. Number 5, the RNC, now being taken over by MAGA, fired about 60 people. 60 people at the RNC were told, you no longer work here, according to a person with direct knowledge, as reported by the Washington Post. Trump leadership has now taken over. The Republican Party is officially going full MAGA and clearing ranks so that they can just give Trump all the money for his legal fees. And number 6, folks, it's just the last 24 hours. Number 6, Trump's former economic advisor, Peter Navarro, has been ordered to report to prison by March 19th. He was convicted on 2 counts of criminal contempt of Congress. He is now told, show up and go to prison and serve your sentence. When people say, I don't care who wins, when people say there's really no difference if it's not fill in the blanks, right? If it's not if it's not Bernie, by the way, they hate Bernie now too. The litmus test left now hates Bernie because Bernie acknowledged Hamas is never going to stop trying to attack. Oh, Bernie's evil now. Bernie's got $1.1 million as an 80-something-year-old because, he's been making 6 figures for decades. Oh, Bernie now is sold out. It's getting bad, folks. It's getting very, very bad. And the idea that it's just the same, Trump, Biden. Listen, if Hillary had become president in 2016, we'd have Roe v. Wade still. We don't. And so many other differences there would have been. So the point here is just the last 24 hours of scandals involving the Republican Party and Trump completely disqualified these people, including Trump, as viable leaders of any kind. And meanwhile, the story is Biden's old, he's too old, he's old, and the border. To me, there's a big difference here in terms of what's at stake. If to you don't really see any important difference, I want to hear from you. Email me, info@davidpakman.com. Taking care of your health isn't always easy, but it really should be simple. That's why for years now, I've been drinking AG1 every day. It's just 1 scoop mixed with water once a day, and it gives me the foundational nutritional elements I want for the whole day. Each serving of AG1 gives me what I want in terms of vitamins, minerals, and more. It's just a simple habit. I know that with AG1, I'm getting high quality nutrition. The ingredients are sourced for nutrient density and absorption. If you want to take ownership of your health, start with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2, plus 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase exclusively at drinkag1.com/Pakman. The link is down below.